Responsibility, the state of being accountable or answerable for your duties, actions, and their outcomes. And I'm okay with that. But sometimes the hardest consequences aren't caused by bad choices. They're caused by good choices that quietly grew bigger than I expected. Hi, I'm Joanne Smith, and welcome. Have you ever offered some assistance to a friend or a relative, and some resentment or weariness started to creep in when the assistance turned out more or longer than you expected? That's when I struggle. I like helping people. Most of us do. But I've learned there's a difference between offering help and accidentally taking ownership of someone else's life. So I found that I need to be more clear and direct with exactly what I am offering. Because one person's idea of help may be totally different than mine. My friend had a truly rough time in March. She felt overwhelmed physically and mentally. I honestly thought I'd be helping her for a few weeks. Instead, more than 3 months later, I realized something. What had started as caring had quietly become carrying. The other month I talked about how she was not going to go to her granddaughter's wedding shower as it was too far away. I can't drive that far. I'm not going to go. I responded, I think you'll regret that decision. And then I agreed to take her 38 miles both ways. Often on the way there, why do they have to have it so far away? Turned into, I'm so glad we went. It was a lot of fun on the way back. When I mentioned that I'd soon be making 3 trips a week for treatment 60 miles from home, she assumed I'd still be able to keep helping her. That's when it really hit me that I hadn't been clear about what I could realistically offer. However, we do enjoy each other's company and have our share of laughs. It's not all bad. But when I don't define my own limits, someone else usually will. Not because they're trying to be unkind, but because people naturally adjust to whatever we're willing to keep doing. Responsibility doesn't only mean keeping our promises to other people. It also means keeping the promises we make to ourselves. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do for everyone involved is to be honest about what we can genuinely carry. I'm still learning that one. I'm Jo, your encourager. See you Friday for a slight shift in perspective.